been uncorny for? What's wrong?
What's wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. And if I didn't have enough to think about, he started his games again.
Well, what happened now?
There he is, heading off across the field.
Why?
Why? I'll tell you why. Because no one in the whole country can tell him what to do. Once he gets a notion into his head, the devil himself wouldn't drive it out. I tried talking to him, but I might as well be talking to the horse.
It doesn't do all the time to be crossing him.
What else can I do? When he not see things the way any fellow with any sense would see them. Daft ideas in his head, and everything has to be done the opposite to your way. Look, black paint for that yuck out there. See, you heard me telling him yesterday that I wanted it painted with red lead to protect the gal's eyes.
Sure, I just thought the red lead would make it terrible noticeable. The neighbours would be talking.
Who the hell cares? Whether it's painted black or red. Sure, everyone knows it's a lavatory. He went after the cows this morning, and my last words were, take back a ton of red lead, and damn it, when I go outside now, what do I find? There he is putting black paint on it. And because I told him to stop, he kicks the ton up in there and skied the brush on here.
Where's he gone now?
The last I saw his back was jumping over Coleman's ditch. God, these last weeny days you would think you would do things the way you want them done for a change.
Tom, I don't want to say anything. We've had all this out before. But it's very little you've ever done except contradicting and ridiculing any ideas he ever had. The youth are entitled to some freedom.
Freedom? What the hell more freedom do they want, will you tell me? What does he want? Darn take my eyes off me, they're up in the field, or over in the bog. When the time comes up to 9 o'clock, or it's gone.
I don't know what to say.
Well, I do. It's these bloody dancing halls. Before they're finished in this country, they'll have a dance band playing in every pigsty. Tell me one Sunday night he's missed, one in the last 5 years, that he wasn't above in the town, hopping about mad.
What else would you have him do of a Sunday night?
I don't mind with a better reason. There'll have to be some stop to all this carousing. Does he have to be out to 1 or 2 o'clock on a Monday morning? A hell of a lot of good the Sambo was to him when he's up in the field the next day digging spud.
He can't be stopping him when the rest of the lads...
The rest of the lads are minding their P's and Q's. Him, sure last year, he was all on for getting married. Him at 25 years of age getting married. That's what the Sambo's doing for them.
In 4 weeks' time, you'd give your right arm to hear his hand on the door latch in the early hours of a Monday morning.
That's his own choice.
His own choice, surely. The only one he has.
Well, if he wants to go, I'll not stop him.
No, you'll not stop him going off to the far end of the world. But if he's thinking of getting married or settling down...
What settling down are you talking about? You'd think by the way you talk that we were getting crippled and had to have somebody else in or something.
Is that the only reason you can think of for marriage?
Is there a better reason for a fella his age getting married? No. Just that the head swelled on him with high life and carousing and hopping about mad on a Sunday night with a lot of painted women.
I wouldn't call Eileen Tierney one of the painted ones.
I have nothing against Eileen Tierney, but she's not the one that's coming in here. And not when Mr. Curley feels like it either, so he can go.
Well, Tom, now, there's no sense in you and me fighting about it now.
No. Nothing makes any sense to that fella. Picking waves out of a haystack.
What about that thing out there? When'll it be finished?
When it's done my way. I would see it rot in the rain now before I'd let him put black paint on it.
Why is it that the Yanks always have to land in the summer when everything's on toppy?
And for the first time in 40 years, I had to miss the fair in Castlebar over the head of getting ready for them. That will not happen again, mind you. That heifer's due any day now, too. And if it's anything like the last time, we'll be up night after night with it.
Well, you'll have Eddie to help.
A lot of good he'll be. Sitting in a soft job for the past 15 years drawing big money. Sure, he wouldn't know what end of the calf was coming from.
Do you think his wife will be particular?
Whether she is or not. Sure, we've done all we can.
Aye, indeed. There's been some money spent in this place in the last few weeks.
Aye, that's the way. They send you a cheque now and again. You have to spend the most of it getting ready for them when they come.
Well, it was Eddie's own money that built this for us, and whatever you say, it's better than the thatch.
That was good enough.
A fine sight he'd have bringing a strange woman to the other. At least now he can see something for the money he sent. And God bless him, he didn't spare it when he went first.
Aye, Eddie was always a steady lad. I don't know where this other buck gets his ideas from. Oh, a steady lad was Eddie. He worked hard and sent home what he could. And when the right time came, he got a sensible woman for a wife.
Sure, we don't know what his wife's like.
She's bound to be all right. Any man takes his time the way he did, doesn't make a mistake in the wife he picks. Oh, I could see Eddie had it on him.
Didn't he live it a long time without coming to see us?
America isn't England. He'll not come back from there for £7 or £8 return.
I wish it wasn't for taking Curly back he was coming. It's not easy at the end of your days seeing your family gone.
Aye, I know. But sure, it'll do him all the good in the world. It'll settle him, more than I can do.
It was the same with Eddie. A few years and come back. They don't come back, Tom. We're driving them out ourselves. I'd rather keep my mouth closed for the rest of my days and have them about the house.
Stop, will you? Stop.
Sure, there's no harm done, Tom. Eddie would have come for the holiday anyway.
Aye. You know, sure, it's a year now since Curly wrote for his papers. Sure, if it had any change in his mind in that time, he would have said so. But no, he's too damned independent to admit he's wrong. Now, you said yourself you would have a talk with him.
He's not going because he wants to go. Because he has to go.
Why hesitate? Sure, there's many beyond in America that would come home tomorrow if they had what he has. But all that's not good enough for him. All right, let him go. Let him do what he wants to do. Maybe he'll not get it all his own way over there.
Cricket! Oh, Eileen, come in.
My mother thought you might need a hand with the preparations.
Well, God bless you, Eileen. I have them curtains to put up and I don't feel like reclining.
Well, Tom, great excitement, isn't it?
Aye, for them that's coming to spend the holiday. How are you with the hay?
They'll finish it this evening.
Sure it should be on. But he wouldn't take my advice last week when I told your father the weather was up.
If we were all as wise as you, Tom, there'd be no hard work in the land at all.
Oh, there'll always be hard work in the land. I'm going to have to look at that heifer now. Then I'm going up to the fields. When Curly comes back, tell him to take that ton of black paint back with him and get me a ton of red lead and to get some of my money back in that other one.
Curly's gone somewhere, Mary Kate.
He's just gone over the way a bit, Eileen. Look what I borrowed from Katie O'Hara's for their bed.
Isn't it grand looking? But they're a bit warm under that.
Well, if they're warm, they can throw it off. But there was always one in Eddie's bed, and many a letter he asked me if we still had the patch quilt. So I thought I'd put one in his bed anyway.
Oh, well, now. 'Tis a coincidence it should be the quilt of Katie O'Hara's bed you're putting on.
Eileen, you'd never give in yet, but you made me laugh.
How is Katie?
She's not good. Not good these days. The doctor was over early this morning. They'd have her removed to Castlebar, but she's too weak. They warned her when the last child was born, and now here she is with another.
It is a man he should be warning.
Poor Katie. You know, Eileen, she's just like yourself.
I wonder will Eddie remember her? I heard them say they were curtain strong before he went away.
Oh, they were indeed. The only girl I ever knew him to have anything to do with. He was always getting her to sing The Last Rose of Summer when we all sat around the fire in the old house. The years bring changes.
Are you all excited waiting for this evening and them coming?
Eileen, when you get to my age, you try not to get excited. But 15 years is a long time without seeing your son.
You'll be dancing jigs round the kitchen.
He has a wife to dance jigs with him now.
You'll be throwing a bit of a do.
You'd better ask yourself that.
Maybe you might want to be quite the samba with him. I'll put the kettle on. You boys can drop it when they're fixing the curtains.
I was telling you, flying the aeroplane. What's this she was telling the father? Oh, yes. New York to Shannon in 9 hours, 53 seconds.
Well, it's great, surely, to be Yanks. What's holding this?
Oh, it's them old stout cases, Eileen.
Sorry, I'll reach it from this chair.
Do you know, seeing them bottles reminds me. I meant to tell Curly to get a bottle of wine when he got them. We can't be giving Eddie's wife a glass of porter. Remind me to tell Curly again.
Is Curly getting lonely yet?
Oh, now, Eileen, yourself should be the best to know that.
Oh, he hasn't said anything to me. I'll need some pence for this.
Oh, some here on the mantelpiece, Eileen. The men don't believe in telling the woman much, do they?
No, Margaret.
I wouldn't be happier seeing anyone else but yourself coming in.
I'll always be in and out.
I meant coming in with Curly.
I need some more pence. Curly will come back in a few years.
Aye, that's what Eddie said.
So there's no need for him to come back when he got a wife and he had to stay.
And he left someone pining too.
Everything works out for the best.
Eddie would never have gone, you know.
But 'tis a pity there's no children.
Tis surely.
How does that look?
Well, it makes a different house of it altogether.
Now the other side.
I get worried about what I'm going to give them to eat. It isn't so much Eddie, but herself. She'll never have seen anything like the spuds and cabbage that we have.
Oh, no, Mary Kate. In summer, it's cold salads, iced tea, and trifles. So Delia Riley says. And cheese and biscuits and coffee afterwards. And for breakfast, pancakes and maple syrup.
You're cunning.
That's what Delia says. Mary Kate, you give them spuds and cabbage for breakfast, dinner, and supper. And if she turns her nose up at it, let her.
Well, now that's only one thing that worries me, knowing the goodness they have there.
Well, don't worry about it now. How does that look there?
Makes a different house of it altogether. God bless you, Eileen. Sit down now and I'll make the tea. You know, you might give me a hand with the bed in the other room. I'm going to put it over by the window for them. Curly will have to sleep down in that other room.
Who's going to meet them?
Curly just. He's going to hire a car from Walsh's coming out. Tom's not going to bother with him. It's a long journey from Cork up here. They'll sleep well tonight.
Most of the Yanks are flying now.
Oh, Eddie said in the last letter that poor Julia hadn't been feeling too good, and he thought the sea voyage might do her good. Oh, Curly, we're making tea. Will you take some?
All right. Lloyd.
Hello, Curly.
Where were ye?
Oh, just having a look at the bullocks in the far field. Where's himself?
He went out to look at the heifer.
What time is the train due at?
6 o'clock.
Oh, you'd want to be there by 5 to be sure of the car?
Is there anything else you want me to get?
Maybe you'd get me a few loaves of bread.
And the wine.
Well, I nearly forgot it again. Curly would want a bottle of wine.
Wine? What for?
For the Yanks.
Eddie won't be drinking wine.
For herself. We'll want some wine. Some light kind of a wine.
You'd have to have some small glasses too, Mary Kate.
Give it her in a mug. It'll taste the same.
We have some small glasses at home. I'll bring them round.
God bless you, Eileen. Now, don't you forget it, Curly. Eileen, do you think would we want napkins for the
Will
table?
you don't be daft. You've been wearing yourself out this last while. Doing the place up and worry. Whatever they eat, it'll taste the same whether they have napkins or not. Now, where's the tea?
I'll get it.
Do you want something to eat?
Any fresh soda?
That's bad for your stomach.
I'll get it, Mary Kate.
Well, there's a fresh cake cooling in the window there, Eileen, and you'll get a knife in the dresser. You were always mad for the hot soda cake.
Was himself shouting?
He wants you to take back that black paint and get some red lead.
Well, if he wants it painted red, he can do it himself. He told Luke Casey he was going to paint it red. And Casey's been round the place telling everyone that's a telephone box we have. I'll paint it, but it'll be black. Great notions he has all of a sudden for bright colours.
There now. And it's still hot. I see Tom's coming over the fields this way. I'll run over and get those glasses now, Mary
There's
Kate.
no hurry, Eileen.
Can't you stay?
In case I forget them.
You'll be over tonight. They'll be going to bed early. They're bound to be tired.
I will.
You'll be over tonight, Eileen.
I will, Mary Kate. Cheerio.
Carn, well, would you try and agree with your father for this last few weeks?
All right.
He means well. It's just that he wants everything done right, no matter what.
Well, there's one thing he's not going to get me to.
Hey?
Oh, there's tea in the pot, Tom. Will you take a cup?
Aye, I'll have a mug. That heifer's going to calf tonight. I think you better sit up and watch her.
I've seen no signs of her yet.
You'll be saying that in the bloody morning when the calf's lying beside her. I'll sit up myself then if you're not going to do it.
Do you want a cut of bread?
No, no. What time are you going into the town?
When I finish my tea.
Well, there's that ton of pint you have spilled. Take it back with you and get some of my money back on it.
That thing out there will have to be finished some other day.
And whose fault's that?
Hurley's going to hire Welsh's car to bring them out.
Well, if they have anything like as much truck with them as I seen down in Daly Riley's just now, it's Garvey's tractor he would need to hire.
I'd better be going.
Take that ton of pint with you.
Hurley, don't forget the bread and all the wine. The wine.
The wine? Who's the wine for?
For Julia.
What makes you think she drinks?
Well, we'll have to have a little something.
A little something. Doesn't one of these cocktail-shaking wives Harry would pick? If I know Julia, and I should do, sitting down to a good strong cup of tea she'll be, and not twirling a glass of wine at the end of her fingers.
A good deal, I'll bet. Is your father coming in for a cup of tea?
Aye.
I'll pour your 2 cups out first, then I can bring the pot up to them.
He said he was coming in.
Give him a shout and tell him it's poured out.
He said he was coming.
He'll be grumbling if it gets cold.
He said he was coming in.
Ah, for God's sake, will you not let Eddie and his wife hear the two of you barking at each other?
Your tea's out, it's getting cold.
That mare wants you in badly.
Did you have a look at her?
What do you mean?
I meant that if you did have a look at her, you'd see she was done 2 days ago. But just because you told me to take her up and you didn't see me do it, you take it for granted she wasn't done.
All of a sudden, you got so smart.
Good morning, Ireland. Gee, those feather beds. Haven't slept like that in 15 years.
That's a good clean area.
Hey, boy, be careful. You got $250 worth of camel there.
How much is that in Irish money, Eddie?
$250? Reckon it's about £65.
Well, any man that would pay £65 for a camera to take pictures with must be getting his money soft. Says he's seeing us not in Ireland yet.
Well, I'm in it now. 15 years. Heck, it seems an awful lot of time. In the few hours I've been here, I've seen changes.
Oh, a changes surely. And yourself helped you make some of them. Doesn't the old thatch you'd want to live under now, boy?
The old thatch. Say, what happened to it?
Oh, we keep the cows in it now.
How many have we?
5. One that'll be calving today or tomorrow. You'll be able to give us a hand of that.
Don't you worry, boy. I haven't forgotten how to handle those things.
Oh, indeed you have.
What else have we about this place? A horse?
Aye, she's getting a bit old for work now, right now. Where did I leave me tobacco?
Hold it, Pop. I got something for you. Special.
Did you look on her lately?
Aye.
Well, how is she?
Oh, maybe today.
Here, try that. Prince Albert. You'll find that a sweeter smoke on your old plug.
Well-
Here, boy, have a drop of rye.
If it's anything like the fancy tin, it should be good. Tell me, how do you get it out?
Here, let me. Smell that.
I don't think I would like it. I'm smoking the old plug too long now.
What do you have a few drags in that? You won't smoke the old plug anymore. How's the rye, boy?
Oh, it'll be grand for a change.
Too much drink he's had this last week. I waste a damn good money. Money is not easy come by these days.
You get your clog for free, Pop, then?
For all I smoke, it doesn't matter. But he'll have to cut down on the drink when he's keeping himself in America.
I don't know what he wants to go out at all for. There's things so bad here, everybody's got to take the boat out.
Now, half of them isn't to take the boat, except their own daft fancy.
Boy, you know, we got to talk this thing over. There's still plenty of time to change your mind.
I don't want to change me mind.
He hasn't got a mind to change, that's what.
There's nothing here for me.
There's as much as there is for any other lad. But
Well-
I'll not want to get him going.
Okay, let's not argue about it now. Today I want to see everything. All the old faces and places. Boy, how I've longed for it all. Say, whose house is that behind the trees here?
Oh, Coleman's.
Matty Coleman's.
Yes.
Gosh, they've all changed around. And that one there, with the cows in front.
Oh, that's Reagan's. You remember Andy Reagan?
Andy Reagan. Gosh, what a change. You know, last time I was here, every house you seen around here had a thatched roof. And now, look at it.
There wouldn't be many changes were it not for the ones that did go.
You see that house over there, look? Do you know who lives in that one?
No, but I guess I'll catch up with them all sooner or later.
That's where, Katie O'Hara's married.
Say, when's somebody coming out?
Go easy, will you? Maybe she's asleep. She's bound to be tired after the journey.
No. No, sir. She's putting on a face. And you don't know what an operation that is. And hell, it takes as long to take it off at night as it does to put it on in the morning. How's the tobacco?
No strength in that stuff.
Heck, you bring it 3,000 miles across the ocean and he says it's no good.
Hi, folks. And top of the morning to you. Gee, I got the Irish brogue already.
Here, sit down here, Julia. I'm going out to look at the cows.
Sit down, Pop. I'm not going to sit for the next 3 weeks. Well, not in the morning anyway. Well, here we are.
Oh, here you are, surely.
Say, what's the program for today, Ed?
Well, I figured we'd take it easy. Catch up on the old memories.
You just do that. You know, Ma, this guy's talked of nothing else but this trip for the past 10 years.
Well, you certainly left it a long time.
Well, I kept saying that to him. Didn't I, Ed? Didn't I keep saying, Ed, you know, we should make that trip to Europe and see the old folk? But you know how the years go by. And then Curly wrote to us, and, well, we knew we just had to make it then.
America, if you're in a middling job over there now, it's not like about here. You'll not just take a trip across the ocean whenever you like. You have to watch it. I think I'll go out and look at that cow.
I'll come out and throw a few clothes on.
Oh, stay where you are. You've only been in the way.
He hasn't changed a bit.
Curly, let's you and me get together, and I'll tell you all about the great old USA you're soon gonna see.
I'd better be getting on with a few jobs, Julia. Tonight we can have a talk.
Tom doesn't believe in anyone sitting down for too long, Julia.
Oh, let everyone take it easy. It's a vacation. Ed, you said something about getting an automobile for the 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You could hire one from Welch's.
You know, I wanted Ed to ship ours over from the States. Then we could have driven down in comfort from Cork instead of that ghastly train. I've never known anything like it.
I suppose they're not the best, especially after the trains in America.
Mary Kate, it was a nightmare. And the heat. I asked the guy who checked our tickets where the air conditioning operated from, and he just leaned across me and pushed the window down. Ed, we're gonna have to take a taxi back.
You're going to have to put up with a lot of things in this country, Julia.
Well, if things are as bad as what I've seen already, then, Curly, I don't wonder you're getting out. Why everyone doesn't get out, I just don't know.
Say, I'd better get some clothes on and get some of this beard off. Hot water in here, Mum?
Yes, it's boiling. You want them up?
Yeah.
He's gonna wash out of a mug.
You're going to shave.
Yeah. I heard him asking the old fella for the length of his cutthroat razor last night.
But Ed, you brought your shave master with you. You could plug it into the light switch.
Honey, I learned to shave with this razor, and I haven't had a decent shave since. You know, honey, this razor belonged to my grandfather.
Land's sake, Ed, it's not your grandfather you're going to shave. You're going to have a sore face.
This wouldn't hurt a baby's face. Been shaving too many good men this time to hurt anyone. You use it, boy.
Himself says I'm ruining the age.
Ha! No one knows how to use a razor like Thomas Marr. Is he still as contrary as he always was?
That man will be contrary about the way the last breath is leaving him.
Loyal ones here in Ireland, Julia, haven't much patience with the youth.
Oh, say, in the States it's the opposite. There the teenagers tell the old folk what to do. It sure is a land for the young. What do you do with yourself of an evening, Curly?
There's not much to do round here, except Sunday nights. There's always a dance on in the town.
Oh, say, Ed, we must go to one of those.
There's still dance down at the cross, boy.
No, hasn't been anything there for years.
Ah, heck, no, that's one of the things I was really looking forward to.
Have you got a sweetheart, Curly?
You got lots of them chasing you, haven't you, boy? Just like a big, handsome brother in his day.
Oh, big, handsome brother. You know, Ma, if I hadn't taken pity on that fella and taken him under my wing, he'd have been left on the shelf.
Honey, your pity wasn't deep enough for you to left me alone.
Ed! I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, skip it. The razor nicked me, that's all.
I'd better be going out and getting him a hand, you know.
Hold on, Curly, and I'll come with you. Oh, might we be going anywhere, Smutty? If I'm going to get my shoes dirty, I think maybe I should change them.
Oh, well, no, they're not the best, surely, for walking the land.
You may not believe this, Ma, but I've paid $30 for those shoes. They're an exclusive from Saks.
Skip it, honey. Tell her the true price of $15 from Sears Roebuck. She'll be just as impressed.
And what's getting into you this morning?
Nothing. Except you don't have to go around doubling the price of everything we've got in our backs.
I wasn't doubling the price of everything.
Ah, sure, everything sounds that big when it's said in dollars. It's a wild job to know what anything costs at all.
Well, should I change Mr. Down to Earth?
Well, sure, we won't be going anywhere dirty, Julia. The ground is all good and dry.
And don't forget to see about that automobile.
Sure, honey, there's no rush.
Well, we don't want to sit around the farm all day. This is a vacation, and vacations aren't for sitting around in the one place all the time.
Sure, honey.
Oh! I'm going to break my neck on this awful ground.
Sure, honey. The sun shining in the face of nothing. Many times have I closed my eyes to that sight the past few years.
What's that, Eddie?
Sleeve nothing, Ma. Sleeve nothing.
Sleeve nothing. Sure, we're sick and tired looking at it.
You know, when you're done your luck, and not a penny in your pocket, you can get a great view of that from Times Square.
Where's Times Square?
Oh, somewhere. You know, I meant to come back many times before this. But
You left it long.
yeah, it's not easy sometimes. It takes a month at least to have a vacation like this.
Sure, it's true. You have to think of your work first. But you never forgot us, Eddie. You were a good son when you went first.
I should have kept it up.
It wasn't expected of you, with a wife and home to support. Well, we're not too badly off now.
Why does Curly want to come out?
I suppose he thinks he can do a bit of good for himself.
And leave you both here?
Huh? We'll manage for a few years. He says he'll only go for a while.
That's what I said.